Hey everyone, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own dialogues in Roblox Studio for your NPCs and characters and stuff. So first part, you want to go ahead and get a rig from the rig builder, or if you don't know how to make characters, you can go ahead and quickly watch my own video on how to make characters. But I'm just going to go ahead and easily just make my own avatars, just clone myself basically for this tutorial. It's really nice and easy, and it's like this fire ninja outfit I made. Now I'm going to go ahead and name the character Red, just to give it a little bit of a name and everything, and that's just have it called rig. Now in the head, you want to go ahead and insert object and insert a dialogue. Okay, and this is basically so we can chat with them. An initial prompt, this is what it's going to be. You can just type in hello, how are you, or whatever you want to type in there, which is going to be the first thing that the player sees when they interact with the game. Now go ahead and insert object onto the dialogue, and it's going to give you dialogue choices, which is the choices that players can make to chat with this character. So the user dialogue is basically what the user gets to pick to say, and the response dialogue is the response of the character to the user's choice. So I'm going to say good, and then the character's going to say that's great to hear. Now I'm going to test in game to make sure I'm correct on that. So as you can see here, we have the choice to pick good, how are you, good, and this is that's great to hear. So this is to confirm that's how the choices and everything work, and that's pretty much how you have to understand it. Make sure you have properties and Explorer open, obviously, so you can do this. Now we can go ahead and add another dialogue choice and make the chat longer. You can make the dialogue as long as you want it to be. Honestly, you can go on and forever for it. Now the user dialogue is going to have some more choices, like what are you doing, and then the response is going to be like, oh, I'm just standing around, and there you go. So that's just increases the length of the dialogue. Now for the other option, I'm going to say bad, it's not going that well. And he was like, why is that? Now we're going to get two more dialogue choices that we're going to enter in here. You can do as many as you want. Honestly, this is an example of making dialogues. It's unimportant. And then for the response, I'm going to do like, that's not true. Let me go ahead and just buy you an ice cream, which is, this guy is really awesome, by the way. This is really, awesome person. Today has been boring, I guess. That's why it's bad. And then this for the second dialogue choice. Let's fix that. I have a game that I want us to try out. So this guy seems like a really good friend, trying to bring up your mood and everything. Now close the dialogue and go ahead and just test in game. You're like, hey, how are you? You get two choices, good or bad. And I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty bad. And I'm like, why is that? And it's like, oh, it's unimportant. And then he's like, that's not true. Let me go ahead and buy you an ice cream. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm saying I'm bad. And I'm just going to say, today's been boring, I guess. So that's the second dialogue choice of saying that my day's going bad. I'm like, oh, let's fix that. I have a game I want us to try out. And then for the other one, I'm going to say good again, which is the first one I made. I'm like, oh, that's great to hear. I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm just standing around. So we have some dialogue choices, a basic dialogue there, but you can definitely make it longer. And you can obviously add dialogues to your characters in your games. It really improves the gameplay of your games in Roblox Studio. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch my other videos.